Taking a look at the National Enhanced Infrared Satellite Imagery, you can see a lot of this green right here over southern Canada that does not move. This is actually the ground. Normally, these colors are used to paint cloud tops, which are higher up in the atmosphere, which are below zero, and even much colder than that. And it is currently painting this temperature at the ground. So very, very cold here over southern Canada, as the satellite is actually picking up the coldness of the ground. This air over top of this is absolutely frigid right now, and wind chills across Minnesota are in the negative 40s and 50s, and probably even colder in some spots up here near International Falls. And that's the story, as this air will just dip and just intrude the northern half of the country. We have this clouds right here along the Gulf Coast as the infrared satellite is picking up some moisture in the southern branch of the jet stream heading up this way, and the northern branch of the jet stream from the Canadian Rockies and the polar regions heading down into the country, right into the Midwest and upper plains states, as a coastal low will develop and affect the Northeast on Thursday and Friday. And as this storm exits off, it will bring in the cold behind it. Let's take a look now at the current national surface analysis, including radar data. And all these dots are just stations here. It's cloud cover and wind direction, as well as temperatures and dew points. So that's what all these numbers are. And that's why this map might look a little bit busy. So we see some snow flurries and snow showers across Iowa, Chicago, the Great Lakes, and also across New York State and the Pennsylvania border, as these will skate eastward today and tonight. And this will be the pattern over the next few days, especially as the Clipper system merges with the southern branch and creates the low pressure system that'll bring snow to much of the Northeast. Right now, we're thinking about 2 to 3 inches around the Philadelphia region, and probably more up here in the mountains. And it's not Armageddon blizzard like we were expecting a week ago or so. Some snow showers out here in the Rockies at the higher elevations right now. Rain showers as temperatures are above freezing out here in the west. Nice weather as you would expect in California. And we actually have some showers down here in Florida. If you're heading down to Miami or Orlando, you're going to probably take the clouds. You're going to fly down through the clouds as you go down to the surface here. So that's the national picture right now for currently, what we're expecting currently. And this is the polar vortex. This was what will be responsible for much of the cold across the northern half of the country, as this will slide on south and make it cold from Saturday on into next week indefinitely. In fact, we can see this on the AVN, the GFS loop here. Let's take it into Thursday. The jet stream dips down over the eastern part of the United States and brings a lot of the cold air with it. There goes this storm off into the Canadian Maritimes on Saturday, and we'll bring the cold down into that. This is 0 degrees at 5,000 feet in the atmosphere, and look where it is. It's all the way down over South Carolina. And this is just telling us that the cold is going to be in the Northeast primarily on Saturday. And let's take a look into your Sunday. The cold still across the Northeast, although we might see a little bit of a moderating trend as the flow will be out of the southwest and bringing up air from the southern part of the United States, where it's typically always warmer. And then we're looking at Monday here to begin the work week next week. Here comes the polar vortex, the Arctic low pressure system, and that will bring possibly another storm in the Monday morning, as the colder air will wrap in behind this system as it exits off into the Northeast. And heading into Tuesday morning, Tuesday during the day, it is just absolutely frigid. If you're going to be going back to school, to college, anywhere in Pennsylvania or northern New England, you will want to wear more than one layer of clothes. And here is the line. It's just going to be feeling like the North Pole across this part of the country right here on Tuesday of next week. Look where this freezing line is, all the way down in the deep south on the Gulf Coast. So really, really cold on Tuesday of next week. Let's take it into Wednesday. Let's take it into Tuesday night and Wednesday. Continued cold. Not a big surprise here, as a couple of Clipper systems will move off in the Northeast and bring some dustings of snow, flurries to our area, off and on snow showers, and cold is the story heading into next week. If you see any temperature forecasts, be aware of them, because lots of forecasters out there, not us, will use MOS, which is Model Output Statistics, and they will rely on these for their temperature forecast. Now, 3 degrees over here across Philadelphia, that's respectable for Saturday. However, I think it's going to be 0 or even maybe 2 below. These could be a little warm, and that's what happens in situations where it gets really cold. These numbers we can just pretty much toss out the window. And highs on Saturday, 29 degrees for Philly. You're kidding me, right? There's no way, because 7 degrees is the forecast for kickoff. It will be an ice field for the Saints-Eagles game. So that's the story for much of the northern half of the United States, including Philly. The cold and nickel and dime snow situations as a series of clippers will move across our area. Also, the storm system coming in on Friday morning, Thursday night into Friday morning, and also another one possible on Monday morning as well. So if you like to have off school, if your kids like to have off school, check in, because Friday and Monday could be your problem days for your snow. Keep it right here at weatherranger.com. We will soon be joining weatherranger.com and making ourselves /Philadelphia on the main site. Right now, we're wordpress.weatherranger.com/Philadelphia. We will be simplifying this, and we will be going live at this web address right here, so keep this in your browsers. Happy New Year's from Weather Ranger. Check back frequently. Thank you, and have a good day.